Yorana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. I hope you're all doing well. In this episode, we're coming back to play Papeete Excelsior. It's a team from the mainland, from the city of Papeete, the capital of Tahiti. They are, where are they? They are 5th and we are 6th. I'll show you the schedule, update you on a bit of transfer news. This is kind of an unexpected transfer special for us. We've got some new players to look at. And then we'll play the match and hopefully do something against them. So schedule-wise, the last match we played on camera was this 4-2 loss against Sky Brights. Then we beat Mount T 3-2, very close run thing. Didn't help that VR got sent off a couple of minutes after scoring. At least he scored, I guess, and we won by a goal, so there's that. We beat the Spearheads 3-0 comprehensively, and would have been 2-0, but Tony popped up with a 94th minute goal just to hammer that in. But then we lost against Tupai, so we win some, we lose some. It's kind of balancing out currently. So that's how we're doing in the league, and like I said, 6th, 27 points. We're about 11 points away from any kind of relegation danger at the moment. Just keeping that going if we can. Transfer-wise, transfer window's opened. It's January now, just crept into January. There have been lots of offers for lots of our players, for our centre-backs, our left-back in particular, a couple of our wingers, and I've just rejected them all because it's not like our squad's massive. And they can hold on till the end of the season and then the deadwood can go. There are 1 or 2 players I might let go earlier if we really need to, because finance-wise, we are spending about £400 more than we should be. And that's because we brought in a couple of players. So where are we? We've got these 2 who've come in. We were looking at them for a while. We were kind of scouting them, keeping an eye on them. We've got Jordan Esaku, and Tavita to Alau. Tavita to Alau. That'd be an ow noise, wouldn't it? Ow noise. Ow sound. It doesn't matter. Tavita and Jordan. Jordan from the Takaro Terrors and Tavita from the Jupiters, who will be playing, not in this episode, but probably in the next episode. So from divisions below us, we spent £200 and £210. I could have probably tried to spend nothing on them, but I thought I obviously value them, so I'm going to spend some money on them to be fair. This is Jordan, and Jordan looks pretty good. 6'4" left midfielder. Balance is good, which is good apparently. Crossing's reasonable. Determined leader, works hard. Teamwork's a bit low. Passing's not great, but he's got the kind of the package going on. I think he looks good. He was highly rated by the scouts. How was he doing before he joined us? So 11 matches, 7 rating, 5 assists. He's going to slot straight into the team, I think. And then we've got Tavita to Allow, and he is an attacking midfielder, striker. I'm not sure where I'm going to play him because he plays deep lying forward quite well. He also plays that kind of attacking midfielder position as a playmaker, apparently really well. So I'm not quite sure where to. He looks better in midfield, to be honest, than he does up front, but his physicals look amazing apart from his strength. He's 6'6", good first touch, good dribbling, good heading, good passing, good technique, reasonably aggressive. Composure is not too bad compared to some of the players we've got. Determined, flair, teamwork, vision, good work rate. Basically, he looks good. And if you look at his kind of record, got 11 in 12. And admittedly, it's at the under-23 development gold level, but that's good. So we're probably going to put these 2 straight into the team. There were a couple of other players we're interested in, but that's not quite worked out for us. Right, let's sort the team out. I feel like we're missing a player somewhere. We have a left back that I'm not aware of. No, maybe we don't. Oh, he's a right back. I was getting mixed up. Never mind. So let's look at the team. Keeper, Defenders, they're all fine, nothing's made there. Same here. On the left-hand side, this is where we're going to bring in Jordan Esaku. And on the next thing is, where do we want Tahiti? I'm thinking target man. It's only an inch shorter than, what's his face? Already forgot his name. Panai Vakatapu. Generally looks better. Record-wise, he's only got 2 goals in 14, so I think that's probably fair to make the swap. And he has been playing a lot, so we can move him out of the way. Let's bring Lakau Tautuaki back in. Probably for Malini. Olivia can probably be here for him. Pea Uahata. Uhatahi. Pea. I really need to sort the nicknames, don't I? There we go, let's give this a go. 2 squad numbers, you want 11 and 8? They can have 7 and 8. 11 is already taken, Jordan. Right. Let's go. Got Stevie Chong. I can't remember actually. Have we already played against them in the league? We have, and they demolished us. They were one of the first teams, and Stevie Chong got like a bag full of goals, didn't he? Sure he did. Is there a way for us to get out the game and... Yeah, they beat us 5-4. Stevie Chong getting 4 goals. Okay, let's go back to the match. Long throw in. Jordan Riviera, who could come off instead of Tahiti. That's where we could put him potentially. So Papeete are the team from the capital. Play on the mainland, or the biggest island in Tahiti. They're based off a team that's real, in that they have like an actual Tahitian history to them. So they're a club that already exists in the database. So they're the only team that is real, that's allowed in our leagues, just say from the capital. And there's not much to tell you really. The capital of Tahiti, Papeete, and the mainland's not really a... Go on to our Tahiti, almost through. Almost through for his debut goal. Yeah, the capital's not really a particularly sort of tourist hotspot. You kind of have to go there to get to any other island in French Polynesia. Got to go to the airport there. Oh, he's almost there at the back post, wasn't he? It's not an island that's full of beautiful beaches, particularly. It's quite beautiful. It's got surfing and stuff like that all around it, and you can see Moorea, another island from the coastline. It's that close. But it's not the kind of Bora Bora-esque tropical paradise. I'm going to go slightly further afield for that experience. Oh, Jordan. Stevie Chong's in. Managed to deflect that one. And we're playing in our stadium, but they play in the national stadium, which means sometimes in the game, when I've done tests, when I've played it in FM19, there's not much difference between FM19 and 20 for this, they sometimes end up in financial difficulties. Oh, what a free kick. On his debut, it's his 4th goal of the season, but it's his 1st goal for us. Very calm. Didn't see that one coming. Yep, slashed it in. It's done it for us. Giving us an advantage. So yeah, they play in a very big stadium. Oh, Tony, is he through? Almost. Gonna get this back in. Got the corner there. So it's a massive stadium, but they don't get massive attendances. So what sometimes happens is they will either suffer because they're renting out this massive stadium but can't cover the costs, or they will suffer because they realise they can't cover the costs and need to downsize. So they build a new stadium, but they have no real money coming in. So then they end up in some of the financial kind of sanctions, so he can be docked points in this league, which sometimes happens. It happens to a range of teams when I've done tests, but Papeete, they seem to be ones that are more likely to fall foul of it. Go on, Jordan wins it back. He's having a much livelier debut than Tahiti is. Well, Tahiti could have scored, and then we'd be saying something different, I guess. There he is. Two new people linking up. Hmm. 164, not bad attendance. Ooh, good free kick, and he's injured. I'm going to need to do something about that, aren't I? That's good. Brace. Free kick brace on his free kicks must be really good. They are 14, that is ridiculously good. Let's bring on Surly to Fangaluka. Again, I always do this. For some reason I don't seem to be able to drag things properly. My mouse being overly sensitive. Let's leave Tahiti on. Let's give him a chance. This is a good cushion and a good change, considering it was they were 4 goals up before we fought back in the last match. That was a terrible one. He was offside, but it was also a terrible finish. Brought on another striker. Oh no, they've taken off a striker, brought on a winger. It's a bit weird. Make a couple of subs ourselves. Let's bring on VR for Tahiti now, just give him a bit of a rest. And bring on Tuamotun, or whatever his name is, for Levetti. See how we get on. Don't know why that player's just walking along there. Is he coming off? Is he... Oh, they almost got a goal back. Like, match stats wise, they're not actually that different from us. We are edging it, but it's not huge. Parmentier almost got there. Go on, go long. Acrobatic clearance. No Jordan, is he? Jordan would have got that in. Yes, I was going to hold on transfer wise and maybe see if we could just wait until the end of the season. But part of the reason that pushed me was there were a lot of players on my shortlist that were part of a kind of feeding frenzy. The moment the transfer window opened, there were a lot of offers going in for a lot of players that we didn't have a chance of getting. But I saw these two and I thought, no one's gone in for me yet. If we don't do it now, there's no guarantee we'll get them at the end of the season. And I could have offered a contract for when their contract finished to save us, what, £410 it would have saved us. I thought it's better to get them in now. And to be honest, those 2 goals from Jordan, even though they've pegged it back now, so it's 2-1, those 2 goals from Jordan look like they may have got us 3 points. It means the £410 we spent, I'm reasonably happy with. Plus whatever we've spent to give him his goal bonus, but... Go along again. I've offered a few new contracts to some of our players as well, just to keep them. Most people have wanted a slight wage rise, so pretty much everyone starts on the default £100 a week. So we've had a few who've asked for a little bit more than that, like £30, £40. Tried to talk them down, because I'm cheap. We've got a few players, so we'll have a squad next season as well. For most of the positions. We'll probably need to recruit. Our youth intake's no good as well, but nobody there. Nobody there for that one. There was one position I definitely wanted to recruit for, and that was the defensive midfielder, but there's nobody who looks good enough to take the plunge for now, so I might hold on. Blow the whistle, ref, it's done. Almost. He leapt for it, give him that. They skied that one. Three-Fangalurka. 2-1. Pretty happy with that. Got a brace from debutant Jordan Esaku, and Tavita could have got a goal. He was just a little bit rough. That pushes up to 5th as well, 30 points after 18 games. Relatively happy with that. Again, about 14 points now clear of the relegation zone, or relegation trouble, I should say, because the 14th spot's one of those relegation playoffs. I'm quite happy with that bit of business. Let me know what you think about the players, and we'll come back for probably the Inter-Island Cup match against the Jupiters. Thanks very much for watching.